Hi guys, I know I said I was going to do the live tonight, but my granddaughter Echo is with me and we figured we would do it a little bit early. That way we have the night for whatever, plus she goes home. So the live is going to be on how to make these cute little puppies out of pool noodles. I had seen on Facebook, I think it's called Gnome in Backyard, I think is the one that it's called. The lady is amazing. And she's the one that was doing them. So she was using a yogurt container. And they turned out great. But somebody in one of the comments of one of the other sites that I'm on said, well, you can use pool noodles. So I thought, okay, I don't have a whole lot of containers, so I've got tons of pool noodles, so I'm going to go ahead and use those. And these are what I came up with. And I was just playing around with different furs and blankets and everything. This one was a blanket. He kind of looks a little fuzzy. It's really soft too. And then I had two different colors of faux fur. And I thought, well, I got to have a white one and I've got to have a darker one. So this one here, these just about sold. I had a lot of people at the farmer's market looking at them. If they looked more like the person's dog, it would have sold. But they are so cute. So I'm going to set these aside and tell you what all we need for our supplies. So I'm going to go ahead and set those aside. So I cut down a pool noodle. It's about 3.5 to 4 inches tall. And then, of course, you need your faux fur. She's going to be doing a white one. I'm going to do one in this cute rainbow fur. I got this off of Amazon. For one sheet of it, it was like $12 to $13, I think. So, I mean, you can go as expensive or as cheap as you want. The white and the brown fur, I ended up getting those by the yard at Walmart. And it wasn't that expensive at all. The fur that I'm going to need for my pool noodle is this here is the back side. You'd put one side of the pool noodle down, and then you're going to want about 2 inches at the top. That way you can tuck in everything. So that's about, and for the width, you want it to be able to go all the way around your I keep wanting to call them gnomes, but they're dogs. But you want it to go all the way around your dog. And then 2-inch gap at the top. And then I had some leftovers at the top of that strip. And I just cut it in half. And these are going to be my ears. So with these, it's about 2 inches by 4 inches long. And those are the ears. But you can make the ears as wide and as long as you want. And then after that, I'm going to use this for demonstration. So these noses, these little puppy dog noses, I had 4 of them. When my grandma moved, I ended up getting a lot of her crafting supplies, and these were in it. So I only have 4. If you go to a craft store, I'm sure they have them. I don't know how much they run now. But if you don't have these, a pom-pom, a black pom-pom would work just as good. And then also, in my grandparents' stuff, they had these cut out and painted black. There's tons of them in there. But I thought those might work for a nose. So just play around with your supplies. Whatever you want to use for a nose, it'll work. So just use what you have around your house. And then also a little piece of felt. I normally put felt on the bottom of the pool noodle just so it has more of a finished look. And then I wanted something pink for the tongue, and I ended up getting a little baby blanket from the Dollar Tree, or one of their scarves, or just whatever. It could also be a little piece of felt, just whatever you're wanting. And then embellishments. I ended up getting some of these bows that are already made at Walmart. Yep, ribbon, anything. Cording. I have cording that you can tie into a bow.
Sunglasses.
Rick-rack. Just whatever you are wanting to put on your dog. Because with these, I thought in between the ears, it would look really cute with a bow on there. Just whatever. There was one person that said, well, my dog wouldn't have had a bow. And so if I would have made one without a bow, it probably would have sold. It just kind of depends on the person. There's no wrong way of doing it. Just however you are wanting your little dog to look, it'll work out. So, and I have only one glue gun here, so I'm also going to be gluing her project as well. I told her she'd be able to, but we were crafting last night and she kind of burnt her fingers a few times. And then also I have, these are little dog glasses that I had gotten off of Amazon. I've used them on a couple of the gnomes, but they would work for the dog ones too. For the dog gnomes. I mean, how cute is that, right? Just, there's no, like I said, there's no wrong way of doing it. Just whatever you are wanting. So I noticed there's a few people on. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start assembling. We're hoping that it's not going to be too long of a video. Hi, Uncle. When it says, I'm going to explain to her. When it says Richard, that's our uncle. Uncle Richard, okay? And we're going to try to keep up with your guys' comments as well as we go. You want me to start assembling yours?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Mella, I think that's how you say it. Mella's on.
Oh, hi. I think it's Mila.
Okay.
I think I think you were on one other time, right? And then I had asked how to pronounce her name. I could be getting people wrong. There's so many people. And if I do get a name wrong or whatever, I do apologize. But thank you guys for tuning in. So with the fur, with it going downward, I'm going to make sure that's how it's going to go on my pool noodle. So I'm going to go ahead, start gluing here.
Thank you for helping me.
You are so welcome.
Are you sure you don't want a cookie?
I don't want a cookie, but thank you. And I'm putting the glue on the fur because if you put it on the pool noodle, I have found that it will melt your pool noodle.
Someone asked what you're doing.
Oh, I think that's Bailey. But she's on Messenger, not...
Yeah, she's on Bailey. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to reply to her because I'm doing the live. It's going to look so adorable. Oh, your mom messaged too. Can't get through. We're doing a live. Fun times with Nana. So you're just wanting everything to meet up in the back. And also be careful not to burn your fingers. And so all the fur is going downward. For now, I'm going to set that aside, let that glue sit. And I suppose we could have done this step first, but I always do things just on a whim. Very seldom ever have order. So what I'm going to do is cut out a circle for the bottom of her puppy. Hi, Bailey.
Bailey's wondering if you can come over.
Well, right now we're doing a live, so right now would not be a good time to come over. You might be able to come over later. I know a little bit after 5 o'clock, though, I do have some running to do.
And around 6 o'clock, I have to leave.
Yep, at 6 o'clock, Echo's going home. So the circle is just going to get glued to the bottom. That way when it's on a table or shelf, you're not going to get that sound. Now, if it moves, it's not going to be noisy. We can message you, Bailey, after the live is done, and then we can go from there if that works, okay? So then, I'm gonna glue down the top of this.
What time work for?
Yeah, I just told her a little bit. Now there is a hole at the top of the pool noodle. I tried to stuff all of the extra inside that hole with the others, and it doesn't hold a whole lot in there. So
we don't know how long the live is going to be.
Yeah, 2 of them is just stuck on and glued down on top.
We don't know how long the live is going to be, Bailey.
Yeah. We'll let you know, though. Once it's done, we'll send you a message.
I'm sure you don't want a cookie.
I do not want a cookie, but thank you. You really want me to eat one of those cookies?
Yeah, because you haven't had one, and I've had like 3.
They are good cookies, though.
Hannah.
So when you glue those on to glue all that top down, it's going to look like that. So you're not going to be able to tell that there was a hole there.
Unless you stick your finger through
it. Well, I just glued all of that over top, so the hole is covered. Okay?
But you would still kind of...
I mean, you can feel it.
Bit,
a little bit, yep. So, she's decided she's going to use some of my leftovers for her ears on her puppy.
I think this year is going to be my favorite.
That one is?
Yeah, it has like all the cold colors.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on here and fold these edges. That way, if you do see the bottom, you're not seeing just that part there. So I'm going to do a little bit of glue. And it doesn't have to go all the way around. I'm just folding a little bit. Do you know what your mom was saying?
I didn't know what she said.
Okay. Excuse my arm, people. I'm just going to see what her mom had to say. talk to her when she comes. Okay.
Make sure to not get burned.
I'm not going to get burned. Although I have been burned before. But it's okay. So then, once this is down, it'll form like a little crease down the center there. And then I'm going to do that on the other one as well. And at first, when I did these, the fur was going one way, and I used a brush, just a pet brush, and I brushed it the direction I wanted it to go. So that one's ready. This one I'm going to go ahead and glue down those sides. Bailey, I bet that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably really warm, wasn't it, today?
Yeah, I think
It wasn't too bad when we went out and about, though.
Yeah.
And a little bit of glue on this side. I feel we got a lot of stuff done today because we went and ran some errands. Then you just let that dry a little bit. So then there's some ears. They don't look like ears now, but those are ears. This is your back. Okay, so this is the front. And I like how on the bottom the fur goes down a little bit more, so it kind of puddles at the bottom there. Is there a certain side you want the pink and a certain side you want the other one? You want it like that, or do you want it like
the other way?
You want it this way?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to put some glue on the top here. We're just going to glue down that ear. And then you'll put some more glue down. And you'll glue down that other ear. Now you'll see a little crease at the top when you do it this way and you're not able to go down through the hole. With this one I used a bigger pool noodle, so I was able to stuff everything down inside the hole, including the ears. I was able to tuck it down in, and then later I put glue in there and it holds it all into place. But when you're using a smaller one, this works just the same. So then there's her little ears. It looks a little silly right now, doesn't it? But it will really come alive.
It looks like
when
Harley Quinn's hair.
Oh, it does. It'll look really cool once we get that nose and tongue on there. And then that little piece from that blanket, I'm going to cut a tongue. And I just eyeball it. Some people like to have patterns and everything, but I wing it. Now with with this nose, it has like a little piece.
So you're gonna cut it off?
I tried cutting it off last time, and
No, like with this.
This, it won't cut it. It won't cut through it very well. The snips that I have won't cut through it very well. So what I did to make it work,
Just bury it in.
and with the pool noodle being the way it is, I had to create a little slit in it. So all that I did was put my knife through and created a little space, because it also has to go through that fur, that faux fur. So then it'll slide right inside there. But what I do first is I add a little bit of glue so it'll hold it in place. And I want it to have this tongue on there, so I'm going to glue the tongue inside here before I glue the nose in there. So there's the tongue attached to the nose. Then I'm going to put glue on the nose. Then I'm going to push it into that hole that I just created in that pool noodle. Your dog is really cute. Look at that. Are you going to want any bows or anything on there? So you could leave it just like this, or add some bows, add a collar, whatever you're wanting. While she's looking to see if she wants to add anything else to this one, I'm going to start gluing mine. First, I will cut my bottom
Where
here.
are the headphones?
Oh, I think the headphones are right there, babe. Are you wanting those for your puppy?
Maybe.
If you like how it looks.
I like them like this. Because if I put him to where he would be able to hear them, it would be like this.
Oh, yeah. Do you like it better just around the side?
What?
You like them around the side like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I chose pink for the bottom of my pool noodle. And if you can tell, I have a hard time cutting a straight line. So this one's kind of at an angle. That's going to be okay because you're not really going to notice it with how fluffy that fur is. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down my fur.
Sorry if I squish you.
Nope, you're good. Okay. So hard to remember to say dogs because I've made so many gnomes. So I keep wanting to call these gnomes. Hi, Teresa. Okay, so that's how mine's gonna look. And then all I'm gonna do is fold this down and glue it. So when I do that, that's gonna create the fur to go all different directions, like the top of a dog's head. So I'm gonna go ahead, add some glue.
Can you hand me the scissors, please?
You bet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, Uncle, that's a good idea. We can call them gnome dogs. So it'd be dogs for the gnomes. Good idea.
Nana? Can you help me glue this
Around one of your ears?
Yeah, around this one like that.
You bet. Let me
Thank you.
get some of this glued down.
I'm going to do it on both.
On both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I love how these turn out. And then I'm just holding those down. Teresa, thank you. I got the idea for the pool noodle. Somebody had mentioned it on one of the other sites. I can't remember which one. Now I know Gnome in Backyard. I think that's the name of her page. She did the ones with yogurt cups, and hers turned out amazing. And then I was on this other site, and they were referring to her, and they said that they thought a pool noodle would work, and I have those in stock here, so I thought, well, shoot, I'm going to go ahead and do it. This fur is one of my go-tos on Amazon. I can't find it in the store here. I'm sure I probably could find it maybe at either Joann's or Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that, but I don't go out of town very often. I work quite a bit. So Amazon is my friend, and I just order off of there, and it comes straight to my house. So I ended up ordering from them, and I love it. The only thing is one sheet of it is like $12 to $13, unless I can find a really, really good deal on it. Okay, so I'm going to switch over and glue these to your ears.
Okay.
Is it okay if I take them out of the headphones?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you put it like right here?
Right there?
Yeah.
You bet. Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Auntie. I'm glad I'm doing this part for you because with the glue on that ribbon, it gets the ribbon really, really hot. So I'm glad it's me. I'm barely touching it, but I feel the heat. That's so cute. Oh, I put the red at the bottom. I'm sorry. Is that how you were wanting it?
It's fine.
Do you want this one the same way? So they match, or do you want me to switch it? So I put her rainbow upside down.
It's fine.
You'll probably notice. I didn't even pay attention to that. About here.
Yeah.
So I'm making sure that I do it upside down on the other side so they match. You can always have the ears flip up, then they're right side up. I think it's still turning out really cute. That's so cute. It doesn't look too bad with the upside down rainbow, right? It's still rainbowed. And then she's going to put these.
Now it truly looks like Harley Quinn.
Just like Harley Quinn. So cute. And if you wanted the ears to be able to be movable, you could also put pipe cleaners inside. She's going to put these little headphones. These were in the doll section at Walmart for the My Life doll. I tell you, I'm addicted to the toy section now.
Want a piece of cookie?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm still full from lunch. We had Subway for lunch, so, and we didn't have that too long ago, so I'm still pretty full. So for the strips for my ears, I'm going ahead and folding these over. Yep, or they can be attached really close to the head. I love how all of these crafts, that they're so versatile and there's really no wrong way of doing it. So if anybody's afraid to fail, this is a craft for you because you can't. It turns out every time. Okay, so there's one of my ears. And see how it's all going one way? I switch it. And I just mess around with that fur. And it fixes it. So I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to do a bead on the other side. And see how it's wanting to go that way? Just make it go where you want it. And it works. I think it also kind of makes it looks a little bit more bushy or fluffy. Okay. So the blue and the green on mine is my back. So on this one, I think I'm going to go there and there. So now I'm going to glue my ears on. They look so fluffy. And I can't wait to see. I'm doing the farmer's market again this weekend on Saturday, and then next Wednesday and next Saturday as well. Can't wait to see what everyone thinks of I plan on making a couple more of these cute little dogs. And I can't wait to see what everybody thinks of them. He's so cute. Now with mine, I gave her the last of the noses. So on this one, I'm just going to use a pom-pom for my nose. And I'm also going to make a tongue sticking out. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I cut the little pink piece from that blanket. And I'm going to attach that first to my pom-pom. So there's my pom-pom and that little pink piece of blanket for the nose, or the tongue. And then I'm going to just move this around just a little bit so I know where I want my nose to go. It's kind of like a gnome in that sense too, because I always have to find out where I want to place it. And just hold it there for a little bit, make sure that it sticks. Have to part his hair just slightly so his nose doesn't get hidden. Oh, I think this one's my favorite. Mine and yours are my favorite. And then I might just make a rickrack bow. I don't know if I like the rickrack bow. I don't know if I like this. I think I'm going to use something else. I think I'm going to just use the cord. If I can find the end of the cord. There we go. I'm going to use this end. And where I cut it, I'm going to form a little knot on this cording. Then I'm going to form a bow. Oh, I like that the bow is going to be green. My favorite color is green, so I like that it's going to end up being a green bow. Plus, there's not a whole lot of green on my dog, so that kind of helps too. There we go. Create that little knot so it doesn't fray. So I made a little bow out of cording, and I'm going to attach a little bit of glue in there just to kind of hold it in place. Then I'm also going to add a little bit of glue at the bottom so it doesn't fray. Some cordings you can use like a lighter and burn the ends. Auntie, this is Echo. She thought you were Rainy.
I mean, I kind of have her hair.
You do.
And I can see me as Rainy.
Rainy just turned 16 earlier this week, and Echo, she's 11. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this bow in between my doggy ears.
That sounds cute.
I am so loving how this is turning out.
If you made like a binky for the puppy, that would be cute.
That would be cute.
Because it looks like a baby mop dog. Because mop dogs usually have their hair covering their eyes.
Ah. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what mine turned out. I love them. They turn out so cute, and they're so easy to do.
Can you help me glue them?
You want these? How do you want them? You want them like right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them to the back, just so they'll stay there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And then once that sets, I will glue a little bit to the front too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a little toy with them. That'd be really cute.
You could make one out of the hot glue.
Ooh, I could. We've been doing a lot of embellishments with silicone molds. I can't remember where I stuck them. Oh, I think they're over there. So we've been using the silicone molds. I had made pineapple for the pineapple cup gnome. And then, did I do another one? I don't think I've done another one yet. But the,
You used the one you made yesterday.
oh yeah, we can get that out. We've done the stars. And then I also have one that is roses. So all of those stars on this one is hot glue. Oh, Uncle, that's a good idea. Take a dog biscuit and paint it. That's a pretty good idea.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
The only thing, okay,
I'll be right back.
all right. The only thing is if we used a regular dog biscuit and whoever purchased it bought a dog, or bought one of these, whoever purchases it, if they have a dog, their dog might eat the biscuit. Okay, so I've got hers glued into place. It'll stay a little bit better once that glue sets. Yeah, I have these. I'm going to go grab them real quick so I can show you guys. They're really, really cool. So this is the one that I used for the pineapples. This is what I used for those stars on that little gnome's hat. And then this one is roses. They have all sorts. But if you get the silicone molds, all you do, I'll show you real quick. Get these out of the way. All you do is you take your hot glue and you fill all of the points first, because when I first did it, the first one that I did didn't really turn out that well because I didn't get glue all the way to the corner of the points. And then all you do is you fill it. And you don't even have to fill it all the way to the top if you don't want to. Kind of depends on how thick you're wanting your decoration to be. But I filled mine all the way to the top. And then after I got that in there, you have to be careful with the bottom because the bottom will get really, really hot. But I just tap it just to make it somewhat flat on there. Plus, I think it helps get some of those bubbles out. I mean, I know it's glue, but some of the bubbles will come out when you tap it or do that little motion there. And then you just wait for it to dry. A lot of times that's the hardest part because you'll look at it and you'll go, oh, I think that's dry enough. Give it an extra 10, 15 more minutes because 9 chances out of 10, it's just dry on the outer edges and not on the inside. So I let mine sit for quite a while. If you have the time, do it the night before. Let them sit overnight. Then the next day, pop them right out of there. But they come out really easy too. Doesn't take much. I've noticed the pineapple is a little bit deeper. And the leafy part is really, really easy. But the deep body part of it, that one you really have to push hard in order to get that out. But if it's a thin mold like these, they just pop right out of there like nothing. So that'll dry, and then after it's completely dry and out of there, then you can paint it. That's how I did those pineapples. I think Echo did one earlier. So she did this pineapple. That's hot glue. And then she did this rose. She wanted it to look like chocolate, like a chocolate rose. But yeah, they turn out really good. And people don't realize that is the hot glue. How simple and inexpensive for an accessory. You just buy a thing of, as long as you have a glue gun and the molds and the glue and a little bit of paint, then you're good. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and show you all the dogs again, and then I'm going to log off because Brent's going to be home soon, and then Bailey's wanting to come over for a little bit, and then later I've got some running to do before Echo has to go back. So this is one that I did the other day, and it's on my I've already posted pictures. Same with this one and this one. And then this one here, it will be added to my table for this coming Saturday. I can't wait to see what people think of it. This one here, I'm sending it home with Echo because this one's hers and she loves it. So that one will go to her. Let's see. Trying to get as many dogs in here as we can. There we go. I'll lift these up and have these a little bit closer together. That'll get them in there. There we go. All right. So I really do think this one's going to go well. So I'll have to keep you guys posted. Depending on how things are going, maybe I'll even do a live Saturday during the market to show my table and stuff and show how everything's going. But I'm really glad that you guys logged on. And if Echo was up here, I'm sure she'd tell you goodbye. She's been keeping me busy yesterday and today. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you make any, send me pictures, let me see them. I would love to see how yours turn out. And also do this. And as soon as I can, I will be putting this video on my YouTube channel as well. And then just keep checking back with my page. I'll be doing more pictures and posting on the farmer's market. And then I will talk to you guys later. Thank you. Have a good week and weekend. Bye-bye.